Hey, what's up? Um, God given, do I still have my bass shakers? Absolutely. I had to buy a new amp though because the old amp took a dump, so I had to go to Amazon and buy a new amp for my bass shakers. But do they work for GT7? No, they do not. That is a Sony thing. It would be a case of Sony having to allow it onto the PS5. Um, I'm not even sure if butt kickers would work on the PS5. So, um, I mean, technically, this wheelbase that I got right here, this DD Podium DD1, technically, that's not supposed to work on the PlayStation because it's not an officially licensed PlayStation wheelbase. So I had to use this. Reach over here. So I had to use this Drivehub adapter in order to make this wheelbase work. So what happens is you have the Drivehub adapter, and then you have to use this Ori controller. So this Ori controller is a licensed PlayStation product, and basically is tricking the PlayStation into thinking that yeah, I got one of those too. Oh, okay, cool. How are you liking the Drivehub adapter? Because I think it can save you a ton of money. The the force feedback and stuff like that is not going to be as detailed as it would be for PC because it's native to PC. Oh, it's awesome, cool. But I mean, being that I spent 1,200 for this wheelbase, um, there was no way I was going to go drop another $800 for the DD Pro or drop $1,800 for the PlayStation version of this DD1. Hindsight is 2020. I should have bought that to begin with. Um, but hey, it gets the job done. So it because I was getting ready to go all out for PlayStation. I was getting ready to buy the DD Pro bundle, the wheelbase, the CSL pedals with the load cell, and I was going to buy another. I was going to buy another rig, but I was going to buy one of those fold-up rigs that I can just throw in the closet when I'm done. But it just didn't make sense to me. I mean, I've got this equipment here. I'm sitting at about $3,000 worth of equipment. So let me change my cars because I, for the most part, am switching cars. It's time to, at least on PC, this Porsche 911, it's time to wave goodbye to it. How excited are you for GT7 VR2? It is the main reason why I bought a PS5, to be able to play GT7 in VR. I knew it was going to happen. It was just a matter of whenever Sony stopped bullshitting around and finally announced it. A lot of people suspected right from the word go, at least here in the VR community, we suspected that the GT7 was going to get VR support, and Polyphony Digital, as well as Kazunori Yamauchi, had been quoted as saying that for GT7 on PS5, improving the VR is something that they wanted to do. That right there is your dead giveaway that PSVR was going to come to GT7. So I don't think there will be a version on PS4 for the original PSVR, and I think that's a good thing, because if you make a VR version on the PS4 on the original PSVR, it sends a bad message because the two are going to be different. What you would get on PS1, on PS4, in my opinion, on the original PSVR, you would get exactly what you would get from the GT Sport that supported VR. You would only get one-on-one versus the AI, or you would only get time trials. And if someone sees the PSVR version and they see that, it's going to make them think the same thing is going to, they're going to see the same thing on PSVR 2, and it might turn them off. So with PSVR 2, at least you're going to be, I am assuming that you're going to be able to race online, and you're going to be able to race against a full grid. So it is, to me, I don't think you want to mix the two. So they absolutely should not add VR support to the PS4 version. So I am switching to this Porsche. I originally started out with this Porsche before switching. Uh, so yeah, I think we'll go ahead and stick with this one. So getting down to it, because I've got about an hour before I have to leave to pick up my son. Getting down to it, this particular Porsche right here on PC, I paid for the Coach Dave setups, and on one or two tracks, I was able to set a personal best, but it was only by a couple of tenths of a second. But the car was, at the time, the car felt unstable, and I just could not trust it. So I went back to my original Porsche, and then I had reached the point where I was getting stagnant, where no matter what I did, I couldn't get any faster. So I was like, you pay for those setups, give it another try. So I went in there and gave it a try. Had a dog shit run. I was about to give up. Actually, I did. I went back to my 911, and the whole thing just threw me off. Now that original 911, the 2018, the understeer was horrible. The force feedback was only at about half strength, so I found myself over cranking the wheel and oversteering and going off the track and that kind of stuff. And then I just said I'm going back to the 9112, and I'm just going to have to just start over from ground zero and just have to learn it all over again. And at least on PC, this car is actually stable. So I set some personal bests over the past couple of days. I set a personal best at Silverstone with 2 minutes, 0.07, 2 minutes, 0.7 seconds. And then on today, I set a personal best on Brands Hatch. For those of you who saw the earlier stream that I did, I set a personal best on Brands Hatch with 125.5, and my previous best was 126.3. So it wasn't just the setups. I loosened up a little bit, and I stopped driving so safe. And because I'm just like terribly scared of oversteer. So I was like driving super safe. So what I want to do is go to Brands Hatch, since I'm still dialed in for Brands Hatch, and want to see just how close I can get. So opponent skill is 98%. Opponent aggressiveness is 78%. So the car's going to move fast enough that I would have to work to keep up with them. But the cars that are closing in on me, they won't bump me off the road. I think I will turn the aggressiveness up to 80. And let's see here. Force feedback is at 58. Okay, so I'm going to do a session, single player. And my Coach Dave setups from PC, I could apply them to PS5, but I would have to manually type in all the numbers. So you see here, my best lap on PS5 is 130.4. What I am aiming for is a 127, even a 126. Because something else to keep in mind is that I'm racing flat screen. I'm not racing in VR, which I would be doing on PC. So let me clean my goggles real quick, and then we will get underway. Hope everybody is having a good weekend. As far as what else I got planned for the rest of the weekend, as I was saying, I got to leave in about an hour to go pick up my son. I've got to help my brother with a project. And then when I come back, I'd like to stream something else. But I don't know what. because a lot of my other VR games. So this computer that I'm sitting at right here is mostly for sim racing, and it would be too much of a headache to take this green curtain down behind me and then roll the rig out of the way. So all my other VR games I play in there on my secondary computer, which my son is going to be on that computer, and then my computer in the bedroom is mainly for streaming. But I don't know. I may try to stream something from it. Maybe I'll try to stream Poker Stars from it. But whatever I do, it'll probably be on my secondary channel, The Godfather of VR. Hell, even jumping on PSVR, streaming probably not Firewall, but maybe Alvo. That's a possibility. All right, let's do the setup thing. Go to brick aggressive preset. I'll leave that alone. Actually, I will leave it all alone until I get a feel for the car. So I'll just go with the standard aggressive preset and leave it at that, and then go from there. If I feel like I can go faster, then I'll tweak some of the things in there. If not, then we'll just leave it where it's at. Let's go. Let's see what we can do.
Stay double file.
Oh! Alright. Yeah, we're going to start that one over. So it looks like I'm going to have to do a little bit of trail braking here.
Stay double file.
But after this race, we'll go look for a multiplayer race. I had a little bit of stuttering. That was weird. Yeah, got a lot of understeer. What up, Space Innocent? How you doing?
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I'm doing
Car
good,
on the
thank
right.
you.
Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh, caught the grass. Okay, so let's do some adjusting. We're going to have to turn the steering sensitivity down a little bit. Oh, you know what? I think I can leave the steering sensitivity at 400. And what I think I need to do is go into the options and do it from there. Controls. See, yeah, steering lock is at 500. Let's take that down to 450. All right, let's see how that works. Okay, just had to answer a message real quick. Damn, I forgot. I gotta get some. That's what else I gotta get today. I gotta get some new gloves. Because you guys probably can't see it, but I got a small hole right there in my gloves. So I think I'm gonna go to like a MC Sporting Goods or something and get some more gloves. I'm a person that like sometimes I like things where I can just walk into a store and grab them, like the good old days where you could just walk into a store, see something on the shelf and buy it, instead of like everybody falls into the same construct where they create a false shortage in order to create panic, and then as soon as they release one online, it's like, oh shit, I got to get on it before somebody else gets it. You know, we've seen it with these consoles. You know, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, they all do it. They create a false shortage to stir up panic. And then whenever, you know, you see something online, you got to hurry up and buy it. Or if you walk into a Best Buy and you happen to see one on the shelf, then you got to grab it before it disappears. I miss the days when you could just walk into any store and just see a ton of shit. You know, because even the window, I like window shopping is kind of a thing of the past these days. In my younger days, I could walk into, especially like video games, I could walk into a Best Buy, a Toys R Us, a Walmart, a Target, Meijer. We have a big chain here called Myers. It was started in Grand Rapids, but they've grown so big that I think they stretched out as far as Kentucky. Even there, you could walk into any of those stores, and if you were looking for an Xbox or something, you could go into that section and see a whole shitload of them on the shelves, and then you could walk over to the demo and play it for a few minutes. You know, they'll have a demo set up. You could play it for a few minutes, and then it was like, all right, I'm sold. And then go grab one off the shelf and go buy it. You know, I kind of miss those days of window shopping and impulse buying. But now everything is just panic, panic, panic. You know, oh, I want this, and it's gonna, you know, pre-orders go live on this day, and you got to be sitting on your phone and or by your computer ready to click the buy button, or you know, otherwise the 2 or 3 units that they have available, the scalpers to get them first, all kinds of shit. You know, just
Going double file.
I think win, lose, or draw, I'm going to go into a online race after this, whether I finish this race or not. Yeah, because I had some severe understeer. Oh.
Green light, should have been good. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left.
Oh.
Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, come on, AI. Let's keep going for the moment.
Car on the left.
You check out that car X? No?
Clear on the left. Got some light damage on the front of the car.
Oh, shit.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
That change in elevation still threw me off. I think I'm going to have to take this down to 400 to match my my wheelbase. So you check out that car X? No, I have not.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh!
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I just discovered something.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
That change in elevation is throwing me off big time. Because there's a dip in that hill. Oh, that alarm's been screaming this whole time. Sorry, folks. Been so... Damn it. Apologies, apologies, apologies. All right, let's go look for an online race. Yeah, compare... Oh, no, we don't want restart. Compared to PC, I got to definitely drive this car different. Because I'm flat screen for one. And I don't know why, but flat screen, my brake markers come at me a lot sooner than they do on PC. So I have to brake earlier than what I would normally do on PC. And then the other thing is, because my equipment is native PC, they are calibrated on PC. Whereas whenever I plug my brakes into that, whenever I plug my pedal set into that Drivehub adapter, it's basically whatever I set it at, and unless I go into the in-game settings and play with the bias and traction control and that kind of stuff. So let's see here. Hey, there's a Zolder. Oh, there's a Hongora ring, but it's mixed. I love Hongora ring. Let me see. There's a Spa. There's a... Yeah, it looks like this Hongora ring gonna be our best bet unless it's full. Let's mute myself. Aggressive preset. Turn that down. Leave the traction control and all that stuff where it's at. No, actually, we'll leave that alone. Since we're only qualifying, put 20 in there. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yellow flag, be careful, man. There's a slow car, man.
Oh! Oh, that was a little bit of a stutter.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
thought I was gonna come in too hot. Okay, I got it.
Yellow flag, be careful there. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Damn it!
Got some light damage on the front of the car. Box this lab, we have to repair the car.
Alright, we'll just concede that. We're gonna start 11th. We won't be making these mistakes when the race starts, so... I'll let him go.
Car on the left, clear on the left. Yellow flag in sector 1. Yellow flag, be careful. Yellow flag ahead, be careful. Session is now open. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Yikes! Alright, let's change. This is a 15-minute race. Current setup. Fuel. A minute. Let's play it safe. 40 should be enough. And unfortunately, I think after this race, I will have to take off. It is 20 minutes to 1. I got a little bit of a drive ahead of me to go pick up my son. Well, one good thing about me starting in last is I don't have to worry about any cars putting pressure on me. I can do the hunting and don't have to worry about being hunted. What the hell is going on up there?
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I seen that coming from a mile away.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I shouldn't give it to him.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right.
Thank you, idiots. I seen him coming.
Clear on the left. Yellow flag, be careful. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Shit!
Warning, brakes on implements. We are halfway through. Keep it up.
Don't need another warning.
Slow car ahead.
They're gonna take me out because I see him trying to dive bomb. done this a second warning. Uh-oh. I'll probably have to go ahead and give it to him.
You're on the left now. Right, man, Peter is on the final lap. Give it all you can.
Damn it!
Got some light luggage on the front of the car.
Oh! Try to get on that gas early.
Peter has finished the race. Right, race is over. Good job, mate. Take it rest. Try and get back to the pits.
Oops. Well, unfortunately, folks, I have to shut it down. Um, Damn, an hour's qualifying? I wouldn't have waited for that anyway. So, unfortunately, folks, I've got to shut it down. I got to head out and pick up my son. And then I think I may have to help my brother with something. So, it could be a few hours before I'm back on. But I definitely plan to do something later on because I'm trying to enjoy this weekend. I've been so tired. And I felt like I haven't really been getting in the amount of gaming that I want to over the past 2 or 3 weeks. Even though I did a lot on the Christmas weekend, um, I still want to do a couple of more streams today. So um, I don't know if I'll race again today, but I definitely want to try to do something on my other channel, The Godfather of VR. So make sure you sub to that channel, and we would possibly look at a first-person shooter game over there or something. So we'll see how it goes. With that, I'm going to go ahead and hit the road so I can pick my son up, and I'll see you all in a little while. Until then, you all know the line. Wakanda forever. Long live the king, and deuces. We'll see you all soon, everybody. Have a good one.